day 3 of Langtang Trek, and what a beautiful morning. Oh my life, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's chilly but not cold, and the sun got to us at 6:45 this morning, which was heavenly. Now we're heading up to Gompa. It's about 3 hours. Well, this is the longest collection of prayer walls that I can remember seeing in Nepal. It's going on for hundreds of meters. Some of them look very old, but it's difficult to know here because things weather and age so quickly. Some of them have clearly been rebuilt recently since the earthquake. Possibly these survived the earthquake because they were a long way away from the landslide. But I find these prayer walls very moving, and I try and think about the artists who carved these stones decades or maybe hundreds of years ago. Some of them are literally like works of art, and some of them seem quite basic and crude, but all the same, still effective in what they're doing. I've noticed these battered old prayer wheels on the top of the prayer walls. I can only assume that these were damaged in the earthquake and they've been recovered and left here as a kind of monument. This side of the valley is a peak called Baden-Powell Peak. It's about 5,900 meters, and I was reading about it last night. It was renamed Baden-Powell Peak for the Scouting movement in 2007, and it actually received its first ascent in 2007 as well, which is remarkable that a mountain below 6,000 meters didn't get climbed until 2007. The sea buckthorn juice is a speciality of the valley. It's absolutely delicious and extremely healthy. We're at this little tea house called We Very Happy Guest House, and such friendly people. We're definitely going to stop here on the way down for more sea buckthorn juice and breakfast. Friendly people, nice garden. This is a really lovely area walking through this. Thousands and thousands of boulders that have come down from the mountain here over millennia. Seems like there's a bouldering, rock climbing bouldering culture developed here a little bit. Seen a few places advertising bouldering mats to rent. So, well, why not? It's very easy to get to. Chance to do some bouldering in the most spectacular location imaginable. It's funny, people are such creatures of habit on these treks. They always tend to leave the popular places at the same time, so like Kanjengompa between 7 and 8 in the morning. So there's like a rush hour. They end up passing hundreds of people in a short space of time, and then after that it's completely empty. There's nobody coming down. So I always try and leave early before that rush. Then I can have this trail completely to myself for 1 or 2 really precious hours in the morning. And the weather's usually better and the light is better for photography, so all ways round it's a lovely time to be walking. Crossing this glacial moraine on the last section. All comes down from these glaciers up here. Must have been much bigger in the past. Well, they were much bigger in the past. Obviously they flowed right down the valley. And that pipe there is the hydroelectric scheme which goes down the whole valley. So it's an impressive scheme. And hopefully it's working again for the locals as much as trekkers, because they really need it and rely on it. We could manage without electricity for a couple of nights, but the locals really need it. Kanjengompa turned into a mini city with high-rise lodges. Nice to be here. I'm quite tired. The altitude, started to feel the altitude in the last hour or so when we got above 3,600. Started to feel harder and harder. I've just come out for the last few minutes of sunshine before it disappears behind the mountain. It's very atmospheric evening. It's been clear most of the day, and then in the last couple of hours it's just a bit of cloud has rolled in. It's such a beautiful day today, absolutely. Not a cloud in the sky. But I'm not feeling too well, so I've decided to have a day off. Esther has gone up Kenjimri, and it's about a 600-metre climb. Straight behind the village here. Very popular route, acclimatisation and just for the views. She's gone up there, and I'm just going to have a rest around the village. Hopefully visit the Gompa later and take it easy and drink lots of tea. Well, what a treat this is. Our wonderful host Pema has offered to show us the Gompa because it's normally locked, but she can get hold of the key, so she's taking us, and we're going to be making an offering, candle offering at the Gompa. So what a lovely surprise. White flags for the dead people. Emma has just told us the victims of the earthquake and other dead people.
Meu.
Start of day 5, is it? The Langtang Trek. We've gone as far as we can go. We're at the top of the valley now, not at the end of the valley, but the last village. So we'll be heading down today. Both of us are feeling pretty unwell for various reasons. I've still got this horrible cold, so I don't feel like walking uphill, so it's a good job that we're walking all the way down this valley today. Not all the way, but a good way down there. It's just downhill all the way. And beautiful start to the day, which is becoming normal now. Cloudy in the afternoon, clear in the morning. So it's very easy to get into a pattern. Yesterday afternoon we had the fortune of going to see the Gompa with the host of the guest house. And then afterwards she took us to see the Buddhist monk that's living below the rock in a little house. Going to be starting meditating for 3 months from a couple of days' time. So we wouldn't have been able to see him, so we're very lucky, fortunate to be able to sit with him and have a cup of tea. And I couldn't film it, so for obvious reasons, but that was a great experience and something we'll never forget. That's the meditation place below that huge rock there. It's been a meditation place for a long time. Really beautiful energy in there, very calm, very nice. And yeah, as I say, it was a wonderful experience. Leaving Kanjin behind, and it's actually hard to leave. The people here are just so friendly. We've been overwhelmed by hospitality, and it's fantastic that these people manage to keep their energy when they see so many trekkers. But everything has to come to an end, and we can't stay forever, so we're heading down the valley. Actually looking forward to being warm, that's the main thing, because it's, even when the sun's out here, it's never actually warm. So that'll be nice. But yeah, sorry to leave. Lovely place, friendly people. How do you feel about leaving Kanjingompa and the valley?
Well, I feel so sad because, I mean, it's tough in the way that sometimes the nights are very cold. It's the hardest part of this trekking, but I feel so sorry because this landscape is absolutely stunning. Our hostel in the Hotel Mountain View, Chopa Perma, she's lovely. We have a very nice interaction with her, with the guests as well. She brought us to the stupa. We met a Buddhist monk that gave us a nice advice, and the whole village is charming. And as well, going to the peak, 4,400. What's the name again?
Kanjimri.
Kanjimri. That was a very beautiful experience. I feel complete, but I feel sad leaving.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I mean, it's not every day we get to come to the Himalayas, so we want to just be grateful and savour every moment, be in the moment, and just appreciate being here rather than rushing down the valley, which is also very tempting because it's to get to a warmer place, but hey, you don't get these days every day, and just want to be grateful for every moment spent in this amazing environment and for the people who make it possible. These wonderful Nepalis who, with their great hospitality. So that's the intention today, to be grateful. Well, this walk down is just so easy, just such an easy angle. Every step down we're getting a little bit more oxygen, so it's an absolute joy to walk down this valley. Bit of a struggle getting up at times, but easy as anything coming down. Very quiet this morning, hardly passed anybody, so it's been absolute pleasure to walk this morning. Namaste. It's still fascinating to see that people here have to walk as part of daily life. There's simply no option. They can't choose to not walk like we can in the West. They have to walk to get to village, family to see family, to get down to bus to Kathmandu, to get to school. They have to walk, and that's still the case. It's nice to see for us. I'm not sure how they feel about it, if they prefer to have a road, be able to go by bus or jeep, but at the moment people here still have to walk in daily life just to get by. I just called in on a lady that we stayed with 7 years ago, and I took a photograph of her, and I wanted to show her the photograph, and she was very happy and instantly said, "Can you send me the photo?" The phone came out, WhatsApp, blah blah blah, and now she's got a copy of the photo, so that's very nice. Well, I think in 9 days time it will be 11 years since the earthquake that caused this landslide, and it's fascinating to see that nature is already reclaiming sea buckthorn growing here and other species of shrubs and trees, recolonising the bare ground. And I guess in 100 years time it will be pretty much invisible, it'll be forest. I was kindly given the silk scarf this morning by the host of the guest house in Kanjum, and coming to that memorial for the earthquake victims just seemed the most fitting thing to do with it, really, was to leave it there. I was going to carry it until the end of the journey, but it felt more appropriate to leave it on the mountain and honour all the people that lost their lives on the 25th of April 2015. I don't know if it's just me, but feels like there's a kind of melancholy atmosphere in the air today. I mean, it might be just because we're leaving and the trekking's coming to an end, or something in the collective energy, I'm not sure, but for me there feels a bit of a bit melancholia today. I mean, these energies come and go, they change from day to day. Well, they do for me anyway. And I'm sure later or tomorrow it'll have a different feel, but right now it's very quiet. It seems very quiet. There's just hardly anybody on the trail, which is nice for me, I like it, but yeah, unusual energy today. I often think about how many millions of footsteps I've taken in my life, and how most of them have been absolutely right, perfect, but very, very occasionally get one wrong. I think on 2 occasions I've managed to fall off the side of a path. Obviously on both occasions I've been extremely lucky because I'm still here walking, but it just makes me realise how good we are at walking when there's almost a 99.999999999 success rate. Just a thought. I'm usually a big fan of circular routes. That's why the Annapurna circuit was so good, and Manaslu circuit. But here I actually don't mind, because you get a different perspective on things. You see different things on the way down, see them from a different angle. Well, it changes from day to day anyway, so I don't mind going up and coming back the same way. See. Namaste.
Namaste.
Brian.